Welcome to Private 1977 channel. Subscribe to the channel. And don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. In the kaleidoscopic world of Chinese entertainment, on-screen couples have always held a magnetic pull. They embody a fantasy that audiences eagerly project onto reality, a delicate line where imagination and affection intertwine. Among the many pairings that have stirred such fascination, few have captured hearts quite like Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei. Their chemistry is undeniable. From the moment they first appeared together, their synergy seemed effortless, a dance of glances, gestures, and silences that hinted at something deeper than performance. Yet, as the recent wave of midnight hand-holding photos took over social media, that boundary between screen and life blurred once again, igniting both hope and controversy among fans. This, however, is more than a story about rumors. It is a reflection of the modern celebrity ecosystem, one shaped by digital intimacy, fan psychology, and the illusion of connection in the social media age. A perfect match born on screen. The first collaboration between Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei and Wang Yujinming marked a turning point in both their careers. The drama, a blend of historical grandeur and emotional subtlety, showcased not only strong storytelling but also a rare alchemy between its leads. Zhao Lusi, with her lively intelligence and disarming humor, breathed warmth into her character, while Wu Lei's portrayal was marked by quiet intensity and loyalty tinged with boyish charm. Together, they delivered moments that transcended the script, an artful intimacy that left viewers wondering if fiction had momentarily yielded to truth. Their connection on set seemed almost tangible. Behind-the-scenes footage captured shared laughter, teasing banter, and fleeting pauses that spoke volumes. Every sideways glance became a screen capture, every brush of the hand, a potential headline. For fans, it was more than performance, it was the embodiment of their longing for an ideal love story. The success of the series was no accident. Beyond production value or narrative structure, much of its resonance lay in the emotional realism the pair projected. Zhao and Wu, together, created not just characters, but a world, one where audiences willingly suspended disbelief, even when the credits rolled. The machinery of modern fame. In an era where fame is quantified by clicks, likes, and shares, the relationship between celebrities and their audience has become alarmingly intimate. Platforms like Weibo, Douyin, and Bilibili serve as both stage and microscope. Every post, every emoji, every late-night follow becomes material for mass speculation. Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, both among the most recognizable young actors in China, are no strangers to this dynamic. Their fan bases are vast, vigilant, and emotionally invested, digital communities that function like living organisms, feeding on new fragments of information. The internet's affection for this screen couple gradually turned into a kind of collective delusion, an imagined continuity between character and actor. When the pair liked each other's posts or shared similar photos, it wasn't simply social interaction, it became proof of something deeper, something real. In such an environment, even the smallest gesture can trigger a storm. Fans, caught in the web of emotional projection, interpret every virtual interaction as evidence of love. the line between admiration and obsession grows ever thinner. The midnight photo that broke the internet. It took only one image to set the entire fandom aflame, a grainy, dimly lit photo allegedly showing Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei holding hands in the middle of the night. Within hours, it trended across social platforms, accompanied by a wave of breathless commentary and speculative videos. At first glance, the picture seemed intimate, two silhouettes, close, familiar, their hands apparently intertwined. To the eager eye, it was confirmation of long-held dreams, the fantasy of art imitating life. But reality, as always, proved more complicated. Industry insiders were quick to clarify that the hand-holding was not a secret rendezvous, but a staged promotional shoot. The lighting, setting, and angles were all deliberately arranged for a filming sequence. In other words, it was not a confession of affection but an act of performance, another illusion in an industry built upon them. What this incident revealed was not deception, but perception. It showed how, in the digital age, context is easily lost and emotion quickly amplified. A simple scene, detached from its narrative frame, becomes raw material for fantasy. The midnight photo was less about truth and more about our willingness to believe in it. Official response in the art of damage control. As speculation spiraled, both Zhao Lusi's and Wu Lei's studios released statements to halt the wildfire of public opinion. Calm, precise, and professional, their responses drew a clear line. The two stars share a cooperative working relationship, nothing more. They emphasized that the photo was taken during a scheduled shoot, under full supervision, and should not be interpreted as evidence of a private romance. The studios also reminded fans to respect boundaries and avoid over-interpreting the professional interactions of actors. Such official communication plays an essential role in maintaining the balance between transparency and privacy. In an era when every celebrity gesture is public property, these clarifications are less about defending truth than about preserving dignity, for both artist and audience. The incident thus became a case study in public relations, how swiftly, clearly, and respectfully a studio can diffuse rumors before they mutate into scandal. The psychology of fandom, between love and illusion. Behind the fascination with Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei lies something deeply human, the psychology of fandom itself. Fans, by nature, form emotional attachments that extend beyond admiration. They don't just love the characters, they love the idea of those characters existing. In that sense, celebrity culture serves as a mirror reflecting collective desire, the longing for romance, for connection, for something pure in a complex world. This emotional cycle often unfolds in three stages. Fantasy: fans begin by idealizing their idols, projecting narratives onto them. The chemistry on screen becomes a seed of hope. Conflict: when ambiguous evidence, like leaked photos, appears, fans wrestle with doubt and belief. Reconciliation: after official clarifications, rational fans gradually accept the boundary between performance and reality. It is a process of growth, not only for fans but for an entire cultural ecosystem that thrives on emotion yet must return, inevitably, to reason. The media's role, between storytelling and sensationalism. entertainment journalism has always danced between information and intrigue. In the case of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, this balance was once again tested. Some outlets reported responsibly, citing sources and emphasizing official clarification. Others, however, chose the well-trodden path of exaggeration, headlines like "Secret Love Exposed" or "Real-Life Collapse of a Perfect Couple" flooded feeds, designed purely for clicks. The result is a cycle of distortion. The media amplifies fan emotion feeds more coverage, and truth gets lost in the echo chamber. In this sense, the Midnight Photo was not merely a misunderstanding, it was the byproduct of an entire attention economy, where feelings are monetized and ambiguity sells better than clarity. What this incident really means. At its core, the Zhao Lusi, Wu Lei story is not about love or scandal. It is about how digital culture reshapes our relationship with fiction. Audiences today don't simply watch dramas, they inhabit them. They build emotional worlds around their favorite pairings, drawing comfort and excitement from narratives that feel personal. When those narratives spill into real life, the illusion becomes irresistible. Yet, true respect for artists lies not in claiming ownership of their personal lives, but in appreciating their craft. The sweetness of Zhao and Wu's on-screen connection is, above all, a testament to their professionalism, their ability to create believable emotion from imagination. To conflate that with reality is to diminish the artistry itself. The way forward: rational love, real respect. Despite the storm of speculation, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei's careers remain strong. Both continue to take on ambitious projects, backed by studios that understand the delicate choreography between fame and privacy. Industry insiders note that such incidents rarely leave lasting scars, as long as they are managed with grace and transparency. What truly matters is how both stars continue to evolve as artists, not as tabloid characters. For fans, this episode offers a quiet lesson: affection need not turn into intrusion. To admire an actor is not to demand their truth, but to celebrate their talent. In the grand theater of entertainment, perhaps the most meaningful act of love is rational admiration, to cheer, to support, to understand when the curtain falls that what we saw was art, not confession. Conclusion: when the lights go down. The story of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei's midnight hand-holding will eventually fade, as all viral moments do. But its resonance remains, as a reminder of how deeply stories move us, and how easily we mistake emotion for evidence. In an age where fantasy is streamed and shared in real time, it takes discipline to remain discerning. But that discernment is what separates appreciation from obsession, empathy from entitlement. Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei, whether together on screen or walking their separate paths in life, embody a new generation of Chinese actors, poised, talented, and caught in the paradox of digital fame. And perhaps, that's what makes them so captivating. They are both real and unreal, reflections of ourselves in the glittering mirror of entertainment. If you enjoyed this in-depth feature, share your thoughts below. Every perspective adds depth to the story, and your voice keeps this conversation alive. What do you think about this? This concludes our new section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome, don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.